Hello, and congratulations on the purchase of your new Sunbeam Café Series Duo espresso machine. My name is Ben. I'm a barista and multi-award-winning coffee roaster, and I personally believe life is just too short to be drinking bad coffee. This cafe-quality coffee machine is perfect for coffee lovers who want a faster cafe experience at home. Now you can prepare coffee and milk at the same time. It's important to make sure you have a good bag of coffee beans. When it comes to getting a good extraction, using freshly roasted, good quality beans is the most important step. Coffee beans have the best flavour between 5 to 20 days after roasting. Make sure you look for beans with a roasted date on the bag. I recommend buying smaller bags to reduce storage time. Storage plays a key role in preserving the freshness of the beans. Using an airtight container, keep them in a cool, dry and dark place out of direct sunlight. Personally, I find a kitchen cupboard works really well. In this video, I'll assist you with using your coffee machine for the first time and guide you through the process of making a great cup of coffee. Let's get you started. After you've unboxed your Café Series Duo, remove the 4 filter baskets from under the water tank lid. You'll need to rinse the milk jug, filter baskets, group handle, tamper and water tank with a bit of warm water and a mild detergent, making sure the items are thoroughly dried before using. Fill the water tank with cold water to the max level. Use filtered water for the best results. Once you've filled your water tank, you can insert it back into the machine and turn it facing you. You can easily fill the water tank by lifting the water tank lid and filling it to the max line on the level indicator. It's now time to insert the power plug into the outlet and switch the power on. To turn the machine on, simply press the standby button. The standby button will pulse and indicate your machine is heating up. When the standby, manual, 1 cup and 2 cup buttons are fully illuminated, the machine is ready to use. Next, you will need to insert the 2 cup filter basket into the group handle. The best way to insert the group handle into the group head is by aligning the handle with the insert position on the group head and turn the handle all the way to the center position. It's worth mentioning that it might be tight for the first few users, as the silicone seal is still new. This is perfectly normal and will loosen over time. Now we're going to prime the machine. To do this, press the 2 cup button. You'll notice that the water will start flowing through the group head. For the first few seconds, the pump will make a louder than usual noise as it begins pumping the water through. Allow the water to run through until it stops. The machine will return to the ready state. The next thing to do is to position the steam wand over the drip tray. Rotate the steam wand lever to the on position and let the steam run through for around 20 seconds. Once you've counted to 20, you can turn the steam lever off. The coffee machine is now primed and ready for use. Before you start making a coffee, quickly check that there's enough water in the water tank. If you enjoy your coffee a little on the hotter side, you can preheat your cup with hot water. Now, a lot of people have asked me why it's so important to preheat the glass, and the simple answer is that espresso is such a small volume, it can lose heat really quickly, so you want to make sure you're keeping as much heat in as possible. Preheating ensures the coffee stays at its optimal drinking temperature for longer. To preheat your cup, simply place it on the drip tray under the hot water tap. Then turn the hot water lever to the on position, filling the cup 1/4 to 1/2 full with hot water. When you've done that, you can turn the hot water lever back to the off position and empty the cup after 20 to 30 seconds. Your coffee machine comes with 2 sets of filter baskets, single wall and dual wall. Single wall filter baskets are also known as non-pressurized filter baskets. As you can see here, these baskets don't contain a second wall, meaning the only thing adding resistance to the pump pressure is the coffee itself and how hard you've tamped it. So both of these things are very important factors and work best with freshly ground beans. This is the preferred option for coffee enthusiasts and baristas because it allows a greater control of each extraction and a more superior outcome. This is the same type of basket I use in my cafe. The next set of baskets are dual wall, otherwise known as double wall or pressurized filter baskets. As the name would suggest, these filter baskets are made up of two walls, one standard layer of mesh and another solid layer with a small hole. This creates extra back pressure and will assist in drawing out more flavour and body from your coffee. This can be really helpful when using older coffee beans or pre-ground coffee. These baskets will enhance the crema and improve your overall consistency. If you're using fresh coffee beans and a coffee grinder, it's recommended you select either the 1 or 2 cup single wall filter basket. I'll be making 2 coffees, so I'm selecting the 2 cup filter basket. Insert the filter basket into the group handle and insert the group handle into the group head. If you're using pre-ground coffee, select either the 1 or 2 cup dual wall filter basket. Once it's locked in, press the 2 cup button. This will preheat the group handle and filter basket and ensure your coffee is kept at a consistent temperature during the extraction. When the water stops running, remove the group handle and wipe the filter basket with a dry cloth. Now, if you're using freshly roasted coffee beans and a coffee grinder, check that your single wall filter basket is correctly inserted and grind the coffee directly into the group handle. For a 1 cup filter basket, you should grind about 10 to 12 grams of coffee, and for a 2 cup filter basket, you should grind about 20 to 22 grams of coffee. A simple way to check whether you've put the right amount of coffee in is to look at the coffee tamper. It should sit level with the filter basket once tamped. If you're using pre-ground coffee, select either the 1 cup or 2 cup dual wall filter basket. Insert the filter basket and dose the ground coffee into the group handle. Tamp with a medium pressure, somewhere between 10 to 15 kilos. Basically, a gentle lean using some of your body weight is great. Next, simply rotate the tamper to level the coffee. Doing this will really help you get an even extraction. Wipe away any excess ground coffee on the filter basket and insert the group handle into the group head, turning it to the center position. Now you're ready to place your cup under the group handle. Your coffee machine comes with a dual Thermoblock heating system, meaning you can prep your coffee and milk at the same time, just like I do in my cafe. You don't have to wait for the coffee to finish before you start the milk. You can do both at the same time, so this is twice as fast. Now that the coffee is ready to extract, start preparing your milk. You should fill the milk jug with cold milk just below the bottom of the spout. Now you're ready to rotate the steam lever to the on position. You will notice a bit of water coming out of the steam wand. To clear this, simply run for a few seconds while the steam pressure builds up. When the steam pressure is at its peak, turn the steam wand off and insert the steam wand into the milk jug. The steam wand should be at 12 o'clock and the steam tip should be at 9 o'clock. It should be about a finger width from the edge of the milk jug and the steam tip should sit just below the surface of the milk. When you're ready, turn the steam lever to the on position and start texturing your milk. If you're using the right technique, it should make a smooth hissing noise and the milk should spin in a whirlpool action. As the milk level rises, lower the jug to keep the tip just below the surface. The milk is ready when the needle on the milk temperature gauge reaches the optimum zone. The optimum zone is suitable for all types of milk from 55 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. 65 degrees is the perfect temperature for dairy milk. While the milk is being textured, you can start your coffee. Press the 1 cup or 2 cup button. Since I selected the 2 cup filter basket earlier, I'm going to press the 2 cup button. The shot volume has been automatically programmed to dispense the right amount of water, so it will automatically stop when the right amount of coffee has been poured. Café Series Duo also comes with a built-in pressure gauge to show you how much pressure is applied to your coffee during an extraction. This is a really useful feedback tool and will assist you in creating the perfect shot. Another good espresso quality indicator is the extraction time or pour time. Generally speaking, the best time to aim for is between 20 to 30 seconds for both 1 cup and 2 cup shots. When the needle on the pressure gauge is positioned anywhere within the optimum zone during extraction, that lets you know the espresso has been extracted at the optimum pressure. It should also have a steady flow with a consistency that's similar to warm honey. The colour should be a dark gold. This type of extraction will help draw out the sweetest flavour and texture for a rich tasting espresso. When the pressure gauge needle is positioned in the lower zone during extraction, this indicates the espresso has been extracted with insufficient pressure. This occurs when the water flows too fast through the ground coffee, creating a watery and sometimes sour tasting espresso. Under extractions can be caused by your ground coffee being too coarse, not enough coffee in the filter basket, using old coffee and/or tamping a little too soft. To help remedy this, try using a finer grind. If you're using pre-ground coffee, you can try adding more coffee to the filter basket and tamping a little bit firmer. You might also want to check how fresh your coffee beans are, remembering that it's important to use freshly roasted beans between 5 to 20 days after they were roasted. When the needle on the pressure gauge is positioned in the upper zone during the extraction, this lets you know the espresso has been extracted with too much pressure. This occurs when the water flowing through the ground coffee was too slow and the extraction time was over 35 seconds. Visually, your shot may drip throughout the entire pour, or there may be no pour at all. It tends to create a heavy, bitter tasting espresso, and over-extraction can be caused by the grind being too fine, too much coffee in the filter basket, and/or tamping a little too hard. To fix this, if you're using a grinder, simply use a coarser grind. For pre-ground coffees, try using a little less coffee in the filter basket and tamp with a softer pressure. When the milk is ready, return the steam lever to the off position and remove the milk jug from the steam wand. Remember to wipe the wand and tip with a damp cloth and always purge the steam wand immediately after milk texturing. You can do this by turning the steam on for 1 to 2 seconds and then turning it to the off position. You'll notice a little bit of milky water is purged out of the steam wand. Purging ensures the steam wand is clean and ready for your next coffee. Now that your coffee is ready, remember to swirl the milk jug to blend the milk and create a silky texture, and pour your milk in one steady stream. Now, you've just made your first cafe quality coffee at home. Next, remove the group handle by turning it in an anti-clockwise direction from the group head and dispose of the used coffee left in the group handle. And lastly, wash all the parts with warm water. I hope this video was helpful. For more hints and tips on how to master coffee extraction and milk texturing, don't forget to check out our other videos in the Sunbeam Coffee Hub.